Hello everyone, Pallytime here. Welcome back to Heroes of the Storm. In today's video, we are going to be playing as Sylvanas. I've been playing a lot of Sylvanas in my free time, and those of you that have been coming to my Wednesday live streams know that I've been playing her in some Hero League, and I've even been given her an abundant amount of times in auto-select. So it's like the universe is trying to tell me to play more Sylvanas. She's almost level 10, a little over halfway through level 9, so we're going to be picking up the Master Skin for her very soon. I really do feel as though that she is probably one of the most I don't know if well-rounded is the actual word, or balanced, or interesting. I don't know what I really want to say, but with her talents, she can choose to be an assassin-style character. She can choose to be a split-push style character. She can get team utility, she can get escapes, she can get like just so many things to round out a team, and it feels really good. There's not a lot of characters that can really do that like Sylvanas. Blizzard likes to say that Jaina is a character that they kind of her talents, Jaina's talents, is the basis for how they want a lot of characters to play out, because Jaina had so many viable builds when she was first released. I feel like Sylvanas is kind of in the same spot, but when you go down a certain path, you lock yourself out from other things. It essentially changes your playstyle. Your playstyle changes based on your talent, and there's not a lot of characters like that. Jaina's always a ranged assassin who kills things. Sylvanas can be a ranged assassin that kills things, or a specialist that just breaks all of your buildings in a moment's notice. I've been playing her a lot, and I came up with a build by myself, you know, just through trial and error, going through talents, going up against people, and just trying to figure out what works. I came up with a build, and then I looked at HoTs logs, and it just happens to be the #1 build, like the highest win rate build. So we're going to use it today, and hopefully you enjoy it.
Victoire au réprouvé.
Yeah, alright, ladies and gentlemen, we find ourselves on the Tomb of the Spider Queen, probably one of the best maps in the current map rotation for Sylvanas. Of course, the Haunted Mines was like her quintessential, hey, I'm gonna win this game, go fuck yourself map. A fake MF Pallytime, or is it? Anyway, we totally lost my train of thought there. That, unfortunately, has been removed from the game. I like the Haunted Mines, everybody. I thought it was a great map. But Tomb of the Spider Queen, fantastic for siege characters. Any 2-lane map really is going to be fantastic for a siege character as well. So, at level 1, I do believe that I am, because it's a very siege damage against minions focused map, I am going to be going for increased damage to minions with our Q ability. Our Q ability is Withering Fire. This is going to smart target enemies. So essentially it'll target the closest thing to you, or it will target the closest hero to you. Let's say if Vala was sitting in the middle of those minion waves, we would actually target Vala there. And it will just deal damage. We have 5 charges by default. As we fire them, it's one at a time. If you're using quick cast on release like I am, I believe that's what it's called, you have to spam the button every single time. If you're using any other type of input method, if you're using quick cast or just, you know, the normal Q, left click, whatever that style is called, all you have to do is hold down Q, but I get the trials and tribulations of always spamming my Q button. It's going to break. It's easily going to be, between Lily and Sylvanas, the Q key on my keyboard is going to be the first key to break. Our W ability is Shadow Dagger. This is going to send out a damage over time ability that is then going to chain to everything else in the area, which is how we hit every single minion in this minion wave at one time. Our E ability is Haunting Wave, and it's going to allow us to send out some ghouls, send out some banshees, rather, they're not ghouls, and then teleport to these banshees, and of course they deal a little bit of damage as well. We don't have to teleport to them like you just saw. We can throw them out, just let them leave, but if we do hit E again, we are going to teleport to them. Which is actually a really good means for escaping. It is kind of balanced because you do have to predict incoming crowd control from the enemy team. So if you are stunned, of course, you can't teleport, which can become a little bit of a problem. Oh my god, we're going to lose that. Holy shit, that throw coming out of nowhere with that Abathur top hat. That's terrifying. Luckily, the enemy team's Nova is somewhere in the middle lane. I'm just gonna go back. I'm gonna go back all the way. Let's see, at level 4, unfortunately, like, can we all just say for the record that this is probably one of the worst fucking talent tiers of any character in the entire game? Like, when you have to look at a talent tier and you're like, you know what, Envenom sounds pretty good here. That's when you know you may not be in the best talent tier, you know what I'm saying? But we are going to be picking up Envenom today. It helps increase your kill potential on targets. It does just some damage over time. What is it? 300 damage, 428 damage over time, and I do believe that scales throughout the course of the game. I've never actually looked at the numbers later on. I'm assuming it does, which, you know, is not a lot of damage. We can improve that damage later on, though, with some tricks that I'm going to show you in this build. Like I said, I have been playing a lot of Sylvanas, and I did, like, theorycraft this build on my own, and then it just so happens to be the #1 build on HoTs. Hopefully, I could show you why today. I'm just going to stay down here in the bottom lane. The friendly team doing a decent job of soaking, so, you know, that's totally fine. We could just sit here. We can play pretend with these guys. I'm gonna attack you. I'm thinking about it. Look at me. Yeah, I don't want to get slowed down by a wolf today. Volive was heading up to the middle lane. We should let them know. So, my traits. Basic attacks and abilities. Stun minions, mercenaries, and towers. This is what makes Sylvanas the pushing queen, as it were. We're going to go ahead and get out of there. That sounds like a good idea. Grab the sippy cup and then we can re-engage. We are going to be going for Unstable Poison at level 7. Fantastic on maps that really revolve around the killing of minions. But just a great talent overall. And I actually find that when I go for the Unstable Poison, I end up dealing higher hero damage as well, which is something you may not expect when you go for a talent that is just entirely focused upon clearing minion waves out quickly. Essentially what it does, anything that has our trait on it, when it dies, is going to explode. So it helps you just completely decimate minion waves at a moment's notice, like whatever you want to. You could just walk in, okay, I think I'll clear this off. We saw the slug over there. And then you can leave and go to other places. And this kind of mindset, I want you to keep this in mind, because this was a turning point for me in my understanding of Sylvanas. The idea that you'll do more hero damage by doing hero damage. You know what I'm saying? Isn't that like mind-blowing? We're going to be spending less time in lane, but generating the same amount of XP, so we have more time to fight people and deal more hero damage. The talent itself does not increase our hero damage at all in 90% of cases, unless someone is standing inside of a minion wave and you just blow up the minion wave, kind of like the Kael'thas chain bomb massacre that was happening not long ago. I mean, other than that one specific instance, we don't deal any more hero damage because of our level 7 talent. But the talent itself essentially frees up our time to go do whatever the fuck we want to do. And it's up to you to really utilize that. And this build in general, when I was theory crafting it, is based around that idea, with some tricks thrown into. So hopefully I can make you a believer of this concept throughout the course of today's game. We are going to be going for Wailing Arrow because it's just really it's the, I hate to say it, the only viable option. You can go for Possession on the new map, the new Halloween map that I still don't know the name of for some reason. It actually is pretty good on that map. But of course, if you're going against an Azmodan or something, never, ever, 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 ever consider Possession as an option, because you're just asking you're just trying to get the Azmodan fat at that point. We're going to use Envenom on the enemy Nova there. Take her down nice and easy. Nice and easy. Let's go up top and just clear this out. Again, look how fast we can just completely annihilate an entire minion wave. That took 3 seconds. 4 seconds, And then that just opens up a ton of time for us to go do whatever the fuck else we want to do. Now, regardless, I have mentioned that Sylvanas is a character that can build for extremes. You can do a ton of hero damage if you want to. You can do a ton of pushing if you want to. Regardless, you're going to be good at pushing, but this is like an elevated version. We're much faster, much more proficient. Let's see. So the real Nova's over here then? Nailed that. Called that one. The enemy team's just getting stomped here. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to show you the real, like, the nuances of this build that I'm actually really proud of. I'm really proud of my understanding of this build because I did a lot of critical thinking. I did a lot of experimentation. I've probably used every talent in Sylvanas' tree. But get her? Okay. I'll get her. I'm dead. Alright, this was fun. I'm just gonna die here now, I think. You can build for more sustain rather than doing this at level 7. You can go for the the life drain instead of unstable poison, which will allow you to just heal off of everything. Really, really good when your team doesn't have a support like today, but I wanted to show off this build in particular. So we are going to go for Evasive Fire. This is just going to increase our overall survivability. It's going to allow your Q ability to give you a small boost of speed whenever you cast it, which should allow me to get away from characters like Thrall, who are just really, really, really fast. The Envenom going down from Thrall on top of on top of Illidan, and now fighting Jim Raider. I don't think he's going to make it. Nope. Look at that. Look at that gentleman's duel. They were like, okay, we're just going to you're going to put your hammer in my face, and I'm going to put my gun in yours, and then we'll see who wins. Could someone make some fan art of that? Just Jim Raider and Thrall fighting at the gentleman's duel? I would enjoy that a lot, actually. Do we want to continue to chase this? I don't see much of a reason to. I don't see much of a reason to at all. Let's head up top. Muradin doesn't need our help up here. He doesn't have anyone contesting him. Really doesn't seem to need much help pushing with the spider either. We're actually a little overextended now. So I'm just go back up. Go middle. Nova's middle, so we do need to be a little careful. Thrall's behind us too, so we could just jump over this wall. We can mount up too, Thrall. Look at me, but I'm gonna go this way. Oh yeah. Oh, look at that. Oh, was that sunder necessary, Thrall? I don't think so. Shit, is this game really... This game might end, like, before... Super quick. Before I can even get my late game talents. I mean, I guess I'm not complaining. I just want to... I really wanted to show off the build today! This one's well thought out. It's a really good build. Okay, there we go. I'm dying. Good. We'll give the enemy team some XP. We'll let them catch back up. At level 16, we are going to be going for the Cold Embrace, which is going to do a lot of really good things for us. It's going to increase our overall team utility. Not only can we deal some incredible damage and have incredible pushing power, but now we are also going to help just like make everything easier for our team. Vulnerability on our W is so strong. And to my knowledge, well, I guess some decoy builds can do this, I think, for Nova. To my knowledge, it's the only way to get vulnerability on multiple targets. Again, some Nova decoy builds might be able to do that. Don't hate me. But vulnerability is essentially Tyranda's trait. Her hunter's mark. Anything we hit with our W is going to take 25% more damage. Fuck, we're gonna end the game. Oh, I'm so sad. Anything we hit with our W is gonna deal 25% more damage. Anything. And keep in mind our W chains. So all of a sudden, every minion is gonna be taking 25% more damage. Every hero going to be taking 25% more damage. Buildings, 25% more damage. It allows your team to do everything your team wants to do faster and more efficiently. It's an incredible talent. I'm upset. I didn't get to show you I didn't get to show you the best part. All right, we're going into try mode. We're doing try mode. Let's go. Sylvanas. Come on, baby girl. But let's show them all your secrets. Sylvanas is under $4 right now. Is that part of the Black Friday thing? She was $3.75 or something. It's cheap as fuck. Okay, let's pick all of our talents again. Again, this is me reviewing them just for you at home. We went for Barb Shot. Withering File deals triple damage to minions. Great for pushing power. Then we went for Envenom because it's going to increase our ability to assassinate targets. Life Drain is an option here, but I prefer Unstable Poison. Wailing Arrow, Evasive Fire, Cold Embrace, which again is that vulnerability we were talking about. And then it all comes together with Fury of the Storm. And I thought this was so clever until I realized that it was the #1 thing on HoTs logs. One of my most favorite talents in the whole game that I feel like is underutilized. Fury of the Storm. Every 5 seconds, your next basic attack will deal an additional 296 damage to the target and 740 damage to all nearby minions and mercenaries. So let's reset these guys. Let's just reset these guys. Let's have them come back out. Come on. Okay, here we go. So this allows you to spread your W and then just melt everything around it. And look at the burst damage on this, because that's an important part of what really ties this build together. The vulnerability accentuates the critical hit from Fury of the Storm, and it's amazing. Also, this is not proven. This is just theory crafting. Also, the vulnerability, the 25% increased damage, would also increase the damage of your Envenom. So let's turn our cooldowns back off. So you spread the W, then you Envenom for more, then you right click, and just look at what it can do. It's amazing. And it's super fun. Like, you could just walk up to people and straight up murder them in an instant. And I enjoy this so much. It even works on buildings. Like, once you hit level 20, you become a lean, mean, killing machine, and that is what makes this build a little bit of a hybrid. It takes some time to build up, but you can split push in an instant. You can walk up into a lane and be like, "What's up, sucker chump?" Everything dies because of your talents from the early game. But you also have Envenom from the early game, the vulnerability at level 16, and the critical hits at level 20 to just straight up murder any hero that walks in your way too. Now the downsides to this, because I mentioned that there's give and take in Sylvanas' talents, is you're very vulnerable. You're not going to be getting any healing from this. So you are counting on your team to peel for you. You are counting on your supports to keep you alive. But just look at how effective that is. Look at how much damage I did to Arthas in the matter of like 2 seconds flat. It is incredible. It is a lot of fun, and I mean a lot of fun. Probably one of my favorite builds in the entire game right now, and I highly recommend that you check it out. So thank you all for watching today's video. I'm sorry the game ended so fast. It was like the completely one-sided, no drama whatsoever, and I really did. I wanted to show you just how good this build was versus other people. Oh well, you can come to my streams. I'll probably play it on stream. Going for that master skin soon. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time.